Online. I'm Dave Edelstein talking to you about mindful communication, and all things connection and relationships. And today I was doing a little research and looking around, seeing what people are suggesting about relationships and relationship communication these days. And I saw a very well-respected coach saying that, well, if you're in an argument, if you're having an argument, you can do some things to diffuse it. For example, you can stop defending yourself. Say, yep, I screwed this up. You're absolutely right. I give up. I'm wrong. And that certainly will stop the shouting. The other person has, in essence, won the argument, and you have agreed to forfeit the argument. And there are things about this that are good. Arguing will get you nowhere. Arguing will not build your relationship. Winning it, losing it, will not build your relationship. And it's that second part that sort of caught my attention. You're arguing, you give up. That's wise. The other person wins the argument, and you forfeit the argument. You lose technically, but you've lost sort of on your own terms. And there things sit. The problem with this is that it's a kind of a trick. The first time you use it, it'll probably work real well. Yep, not defending myself. I did the wrong thing. I give up. But how many times will your partner accept hearing that as an argument stopper? How often will that work? It'll work great the first time. It'll probably work pretty well the first 3 to 5 times. But eventually, your partner is going to get tired of hearing you say that, yeah, I screwed up, because they know that you're just trying to stop them from yelling at you. This isn't mindful communication. It's jujitsu. It's verbal jujitsu. You use your opponent's weight against them, but you remain opponents. Now, after the argument has stopped, and after the shouting has stopped, and after the anger has dissipated, what will you do next? Will you build your relationship? Will you sit down and listen and offer sincere apologies and discuss why this sort of thing happens? And will you then go on to be mindfully aware of the kinds of careless mistakes you make, especially the kinds of careless mistakes that happen repeatedly? Will you bear down like a grown-up to build your connection with your partner and not make that mistake again? Yes, not defending yourself is a good way to stop an argument. But it's not going to keep working if you don't make any changes. Your partner sees you do this kind of trick, not defending yourself, admitting error, apologizing, saying, how can we fix it? But what your partner really wants is for you to pay attention and stop letting this same mistake happen over and over again. Your partner wants to see your mindful commitment to your relationship, which includes changing. Not changing yourself, but changing what you've apologized for. Saying you're sorry only works when it doesn't happen again. The sign that you have turned over a new leaf is that the leaf is in fact turned over. That they don't have to keep coming back to you for the same thing again and again. So, yes, tonight's episode, partly about communication. Yeah, you can try that trick. You can stop defending yourself and stop the argument. Like I say, it'll work great a certain number of times. But then I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to be mindful. You have to be aware of what you do and when you do it and how you do it. You're going to have to be more alert with the idea that what you do in a relationship or when you're in a relationship, everything you do builds connection or breaks down. So build connection. You've made a mistake. Show that you've changed by not making that particular mistake again. Yes, we're all imperfect. We're going to make mistakes of all different kinds. But don't make the same mistake over and over and think that some kind of verbal jujitsu is going to get you out of it. That's not the way to go. You don't want a trick. You want what works. You want what builds connection and makes your relationship something special. So hang in there. Good night. Thanks for tuning in. See you again tomorrow. Oh, and maybe tomorrow I won't be quite so yellow. See you then.